There's no one here again. To key. I've got stuff to do anyway. Hello, 3 viewers. feel free to wait until this place gets busy. It usually takes a while lately, I don't know why.
Oh, finally. God dang, dude. God dang, god dang.
What's happening?
Well, as you could imagine, Google is being a dick right now to me. Um, now I'm using a laptop. I'm using my Mac because apparently it hates Windows. It hates my iPod right now as well. I even tried it through that. Tried it through my phone. Nope. But for some reason, the MacBook Air, out of all crappy devices, works.
Yeah, I suppose you sound slightly different.
Yes, I do not have another microphone at this point in time, but I will be sorting it out in just a couple of minutes. I'm just trying to like shift everything around because I don't
I've
have.
just been reading a book.
Oh, you've been reading a book, eh? Well, everyone here is just go, it's Moto Silence Radio, you know. It's hilarious, you know. So this is such a quiet stream. So
Yeah, took an hour for someone to come in. That's right.
yeah, sorry. Well, I was trying to join 5 minutes ahead of time, but that, of course, that did not work. So just plugging
Seemed
in.
all normal for me.
Yeah, I don't know what it is for me. Uh, just doesn't like me. That's what it is. Just doesn't like me.
Yeah, looks like a bit of chatting in the chat.
Yes. So what's happening? Well, I'm still waiting on to hear back about the insurance because the insurer is slow as hell at this point in time. So,
is there a rush?
I sort of want to get a bike soon. No real rush. Just I'd like another bike soon. That's all. But all in time. So we get this. We can. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to move a couple of things around. Had to find the adapter because apparently stupid MacBook Airs don't have Ethernet ports. It's a bad design. At least I got USB ports on this one, unlike the new ones.
Oh, I'll put my bookmark in. It's like 38 degrees or something here. Outside.
Okay. Plug in another microphone.
37.
Can you hear me with this microphone?
You sound like you're far away.
Like really, really far away?
Well, you got a bit closer then, or louder, I suppose. But
Okay.
Not.
Yeah, let's see what's going on.
It's a bit.
Is that better?
Seems to be.
Okay. Hang on, I'll just see.
Yes.
That's all good?
Yep.
Okay then, sweet. I just have another microphone that I had that's lying around. Just plug that in to give me slightly better audio quality. The hassles of real life. See, yeah, right now I'm actually editing on my computer. So I'm in After Effects and it's been a dick because it kept on crashing on me. Because I was running too many things at once. Apparently it doesn't like when you're exporting something on Premiere while editing in After Effects. Apparently it's a bottleneck. So, who knew? Well, I probably should have known, but yeah. But yeah, no. Also, on my iPod, it's I couldn't sign in as well. It's like, oh, Google thing, right? I had my thing open, Google on the Google Plus, because you have to do that to get through to the Hangout, and it was like, you're signed into my email account, right? And it's just like, there's my email account, and then there's the branded account, but it goes under the same email account. I don't know what Google was thinking, and it just,
Yes,
it was like, but I couldn't select that branded account on my iPod, and I could see the link, and it's like, click to join, and it would go to Hangouts. I'm like, click to join. Nah, doesn't even want to transfer. You must need a Google Plus account. I was like, this account is hooked up to Google Plus. What's going on? Oh, so that's been driving me insane the last couple of days. I mean, not days, minutes, hours. Feels like forever.
So what's going on here? It says welcome to silent radio.
Yeah, because you're being quiet as hell and no one was in here. And
Yeah, I was just reading a book.
I like
What
how
did you do?
the host
Don't
of
worry, you
my
can
radio.
bonus off the book. Don't worry.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, then you clearly are being very efficient at your job right now. Then, sorry for the criticism. I thought it was a book about something else. 50 Shades of Grey. Um,
No.
oh no, okay. Thought we're gonna liven up in here. Not. So yeah, it feels kind of weird having this other like computer over here. It's like not in like the best position for where I can see if there's any comments or anything going through. It's like it's not my peripheral, so I don't see if anything flashes. So if I take a little while to get something, sorry about that. So, yeah,
I think people were complaining that they couldn't hear anything.
that they couldn't what? Sorry.
Hear anything. I think that was before
Yeah,
you
because I think the host. I think they
there's no
thought the
one here.
streaming wasn't working.
There was no one here, so we're just waiting for people to come.
I'm surprised
It
there's
still
not
goes
so many
live
more
on
people.
time.
Yeah, I'm still shocked why there's no one here right now. Like I thought there'd be people like
Well,
joining, like nothing else.
technically there is, and they're in the side chat.
Yeah, okay, but how about we tell them to come along and join us?
They should have joined. They do have invites.
Yeah.
Flora's got invite. Fat Cat had an invite originally, but he normally wants an email.
He's probably delivering more
Big
than
Kev
goodie
would have an
bags.
invite. Raging Ranger would have an invite. Just a matter of clicking on the link.
Yeah, I don't know. They might be having the same issue that I had. I don't know. It seemed to work seamlessly on my computer, but yeah, I can't imagine anything different. Like I tried it in bloody Firefox as well because Firefox. Who the hell runs Firefox these days? But I gave it a try. Still didn't work. Yeah, then there's gonna be people saying, "Oh no, I run Opal," or whatever. Is it Opal? I think it's something like that. Something, so something somewhere over the mountain. So, what was this?
Try sending some more invites.
Yes.
Just to redo the people that should already have an invite. No?
Gonna just. I think I realized what I did wrong here. Enter. Why didn't that do anything? Don't know about that. What the hell? But yeah, I finally went for a ride on the scooter after a little while. I was using that old helmet that I had in mine that wasn't really shouldn't be used on the road, but I was going on a short ride.
Recently?
Huh?
Recently?
Yeah, it was 2
What
days ago.
36 you weren't ready to ride yet?
I felt like I was like just gonna do it, and then yeah, I tore a little bit more of my skin on my shoulder because I moved too much, and yeah, but it's going good. The healing, it's getting there. I just got impatient, and I was like, I have to go for a ride. It was like 3 clicks, and then then I came back home. I was like, that's enough for me now. Probably shouldn't do that for a while. Also, I'm waiting for a proper helmet because the helmet that I wore was actually one that was in a previous accident that was off road. So it probably wasn't even safe at all. It's probably like wearing nothing. Beer. Better check the comment section, see if anyone's commented, and no one.
No.
Okay.
No, I had a look.
So, what have you been thinking about bikes recently? About choices and so on?
Sure.
Right. Are you thinking of any in particular one as of right now?
No. No particular
Right.
one at the moment. There was a particular one last week that got sold on the Monday. Yeah,
Bugger.
like first thing. People could have just emailed through and
Yeah.
or rang up first thing or whatever. But yeah, that was definitely something I was going to look at. And yeah, nothing else is making me want to jump and buy anything. No.
Right. I got one really annoying thing.
Chances are I'll save up for like an MG9 and then just test ride the bikes and go from there. After test rides.
Right. Oh, I know what I was
That could be
doing.
months away too.
Mm.
No rush.
I think when you're in a rush, you make bad decisions as well. Well, not just you, it's just everyone, I think. I don't think anyone makes good decisions when they're being pressured. Crap, I forgot
There's
what.
no rush because I don't have any money. I really don't have enough money for I like getting no loans. I'm not doing that.
Oh no, you get ripped off if you do that. And getting ripped off sucks. I forgot what I was. I was like, why isn't this working? I saved it to the wrong freaking low. Oh, saved it to the wrong, like null or whatever.
Raging Rang is giving us some personal information inside chat.
Oh god. Oh god, no. Why would he say such thing? Oh no.
I was all alone. I was just reading a book before.
No, you're just touching yourself. Come on, you're doing what Rang was doing. You were touching yourself. Yeah. Like kids and arguing. Like, yeah. I did it. Yeah, I finally realized I named one of the files wrong. and that's why it wasn't working. I was like, how does this work? I don't know how After Effects work. Getting too tired. I can't do this stuff. And it's only 9:16. What a shock! Shockers, brah. Okay.
What's happening, gents? What you can hear is exactly what is happening.
Of course, you can tell by Dodgy, you can hear the tapping noise and maybe clicking the mouse because I'm obviously watching things on the internet.
Yeah, if you don't hear anything, nothing's happening.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be suspicious. Why are you acting so suspicious, eh? Wait, oh, was that? Oh, no. Okay. Jeez, can't. Just. Do you even AE, bro? Nah. Don't even. Don't even, bruh.
You gotta find Ranger to grab my stickers.
Oh, yeah. I gotta do that when I get a new helmet. Because I'm not gonna ride a certain distance without wearing a helmet. Or without a good helmet. One that has security. Respect my authority. Just joined. Cute. Wait, hang on. If you just joined, didn't you send a message earlier? Oh, Inception caught out, bro. Caught out. Oh, damn, bro. Looking kinda fishy. Yeah, bruh, halfway lunch day. Yeah, nah. Soon. Waiting for that insurance money to come through. That hasn't even come through. Apparently, that's a different. It's like a subdivision of the insurance company that pay me for the helmet and my gear and so on. So once I get that money come through, helmet, hop on the KLR. I still got my full leathers, but so I'm not gonna bother buying like jean looking motorcycle pants for now. I'm just gonna stick with the leather. Yeah, but definitely have to do it sometime soon. I'm hoping that it'll be through this week, the pay. So it's been what they've had the bike and all the information since the 5th, I think it was. So yeah, it's been about 24 days. So yeah, that's pretty shit. I know.
Have you tried to ring him up?
Yeah, I tried ringing them up, and they're just like, "Yeah, we've sent." And I even called the people who check out the bike and then send the report to the insurance company. They're like, "Yeah, we've sent it. It's just like they're taking for ages, and it shouldn't be that hard." But apparently, over Christmas, it gets really busy. So
All the accidents?
yeah, all the accidents. So, but yeah, Ranga, no problem. We'll work out a time sometime soon to tee it all up. So, well, I just forgot to target a layer to something in. Jeez, I cannot edit. How does this work? I don't know. I'm literally just going through things and just like deleting them one after the other. Like, this is all the mistakes. It's like, this is what I wouldn't make if I was actually away. Oh, geez, can't even type either. Had a long day today. Just been doing a whole lot of things. Yeah, I know all about the hounding. I've had to get money back. So, nagging them every 3 days I call them. I actually know more like 3 times a week. I call them Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Is there a car reversing, or is that a microwave?
I was playing with the air conditioner.
I was way off on that.
Yeah, I've got to change the direction it's pointing.
All right. You got one of them fancy air conditioners. Oh, I feel sorry for anyone next week. The weather's supposed to be horrible in Sydney West area. Apparently it's going to be like 42 degrees, I think it was. I'm just like, oh, geez, bruh. Feel sorry for everyone that has to have a fan. Not as good as the aircon.
What's that, 42?
Yeah, 42. So it's going to be a scorcher. It was yesterday, which was 37. It's like, damn. That's a lot of heat.
It's only 38. It's only 38 today.
Only. I like he's only. Yeah, well, we'll see for us Sydney
compared
people.
to 42.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mind being outside. It's just when I get home, I want to be colder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was working outside all day.
I work a little bit outside, but not much today. I've mainly been inside doing stuff. So, yeah. So I'm working on like a short little video here. And it's just like, bruh, what even is this? Oh, hang on. Yeah, okay.
Well, overnight temperature here is going to be 28 tonight.
28. Gee.
So that's 28 at 6 a.m. Before it will start going up again. So before that, it's still above 28. But if you want to talk about motorcycles, so last week I was talking about a GRZ 400E.
Yes, and then I found out that there's the what was it? S model, not the SM. Was that just S model or something?
Yeah, there is an S model. I think that's an old version. They don't sell them in Australia current year.
Yeah.
I think that's like Kickstarter or something. Because the E is electric stuff.
Kickstarts are that bad. You sort of get used to them, but they can be a pain sometimes.
Why would you get a Kickstarter fitted to an electric start motorcycle?
What if your battery goes flat because you've been charging your mobile devices, bro? And then you have to kickstart.
Wouldn't you push start it?
But it's just more convenient, and then you don't wear out your tire as quick. And what happens if you're on a... I know that wouldn't happen. I was like, what about if you're on a hill and then... Oh, I was going to say that's a bad idea. But then I was like, if you're on a hill, and let's say your charging system wasn't very good, or your battery is like packing it in, and it went flat because you stalled it and you can't start and doesn't have enough juice to start it back up again, kickstart, you can't. Oh, well, you could just roll back down the hill and then it's actually a benefit. I don't know what situation it'd be good in, but yeah, kickstarts are kind of like I don't know. If you're working on engines, it makes it, yeah, I can't really see much for it. Except if it's a scooter.
Because I was talking about the DRZ 400. I was pretty happy to look at this fairly new one with no particular mods on it. But then I found one on Gumtree. It's probably still there on Gumtree. It's like heavily more modified beyond what I would have done myself if I had bought a stock one, right?
Yeah.
And one of the things is it's got a kickstart. Why did they just decide to put a kickstart on, as I said?
Well, I think
think
they
it just
think of
adds weight and
just adds weight.
having a kickstart. Apparently, you can't run the case protector on that side.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Oh, that could
That's what I read.
I could see that being a huge drawback.
Yeah, so
I'd
what I'm
rather not have a
saying,
kickstart.
this other one I found is more modified beyond what I would have done, so that's why it turned me off of that one. So there isn't one at the moment that I'm interested in.
Well, apparently Fat Cat farted.
Yeah. But that's okay, because he's driving and he always has fresh air coming in the window.
Okay. I didn't know the fresh air part. I thought it was just recirculates in the car.
No. If necessary, you can open the windows.
Oh, damn. Man, that's one thing that I'm like, it's like motorbikes. It's like, I wear full leathers most of the time. It's just like, the weather that we've been having, it's like, yeah, I don't feel like riding. It's like, I'll ride a short distance, but nothing over half an hour. It's just too hot. Can't deal with it.
Oh, you can. The problem
I
is
can't. I don't
when you
want
stop. The
Yeah.
problem is when you stop or when you come in like in your house or something and it's not cold already.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, oh no, I'm just heating up further beyond what I was already.
It's like I was a lot cooler just riding the bike because I was going on a nice cruisy road. I was going on the highway doing like 100 or something. Or 90. Whatever legal thing is. Whatever your thing is.
So then I started doing research on CRF 250Ls, just because they're cheaper.
I've seen a couple of those riding around. They do dank wheelies. Yeah, go on.
Do they?
Yeah, they actually do. I saw a guy do like rip a freaking mad ass mint one in real
I'm
life.
sure it was the 250.
Yeah, it was the 250. But man, it doesn't even come with a back plate, I'm pretty sure. The L model. It's just nada.
It might
Not
come
even
with a
there.
bit of flimsy metal. I think.
Oh, right.
Which
Okay.
wouldn't be a bash plate, it's just a bit of flimsy. It's
Yeah.
not useful.
Nothing that you could take a hit on. So they're fuel injected, aren't
turns
they?
me off that. Yeah, it's fuel injected. It comes
Nice.
with the motor out of a CBR 250R.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's pretty funny, all right?
Is it geared differently, but? Probably.
Supposedly more torque, but yeah, it could just be because of the gearing. Yeah.
Right. Wonder. Imagine putting the sprockets back, like, we can go into the same gearing as the CBR 250, and then just freaking like, oh, race me, bro, and he's probably like not gonna even expect it, and like you're just going head to head, get some hectic speed wobbles, but
You would be a bit faster than the CBR because the CBR would be a bit heavier, slightly.
oh, true. Yeah.
Um, So the power difference is a power difference. The CBR has 17 kilowatts and the CRF has 16 and a half.
Right. It's not a dramatic drop, really.
And guess how
It
many
is
kilowatts
power,
my
but
bike has?
I'm gonna say 15.
No, 12
More
and
like
a half.
10, 12 and a half. Okay.
12 and a half.
Wait, hang on. Yeah, go on.
And 16 and a half is the CRF.
Gee, it's not much of a jump,
Is
is
that
it?
much? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is what's like. This is what's like. Oh, maybe that night's not really worthwhile.
I don't even know how
and
much. Yeah.
and the weight of it's like 147 kilos.
Damn.
My bike 139. So for some reason it's 8 kilos heavier than mine. And the
It's probably
DRZ
just thicker metal.
400, the DRZ 400 weighs 138.
138. Really? Only 138?
Wet. Yeah. That's what I read.
Huh. Okay.
So that weighs a kilo less than my bike, the DRZ 400.
Yeah.
And yet the CRF 250L is 8 kilos heavier than my bike. So that's what's like, well, it seems a bit silly to buy that, eh?
Well, I guess it would be.
Because in a way, I'm going heavier for no reason. It's practically like one of the heaviest off-road bikes. Oh, no, you can get like 650s and stuff. But anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I'll get a 250 because it's light. And then it's like, wait a second.
Well, my
400, that's light.
Well, my KLR, like it's, I know it's old, but still it has some power. Like it has I just looked at how many kilowatts it has. 17.1 kilowatts. Like it's not bad. Don't even know how much
carby.
Carby, but yeah. So I wonder how much it does weigh.
Yeah, how much it weighs.
It weighs. I never actually weighed my bike, so I'm just going to look at online resources.
Is that something you would likely to do?
I've weighed one bike before. I got a like one of my little smaller ones. I had that, and I had it on like a like just like the normal scales that you step on, but I had that on like a jack. Yeah, and lifted it up.
Oh, really?
Wasn't
Okay.
I
thought you were going to say a weighbridge. Actual problem, weighbridge.
Apparently, all I can see here, which is dry weight, is 117.
Well, that's heaps. I mean, low, but
yeah, I don't know how much it is wet, but 117 dry.
So on the other hand, this is what attracts me to the CRF is the fuel injection.
I still like my old bike.
And the other bike, the only other option of like fuel injection is the WR250.
Does the KLE? Wait, is it KLE? Yeah, KLE. Okay. No, I might be KLX. I don't. Yeah,
KLX
is the KLX
250S?
Yeah, is that
250S is a carby.
Carby? Okay, I didn't know. Oh, okay.
Is that what you have?
No, I have the KLR, the older one. My one was produced from I think like 1988 to 2005. So
yeah, I think it's KLXs now.
Yeah.
They're carbies.
All right. Did you want fuel injection? Is that like a key thing for you, or?
It does. It is attractive to have better fuel economy.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at the CRF's economy, something similar to my car.
What's the fuel consumption roughly on those? Do you know? Specifically-ish.
It could be around 4 litre 100.
All right.
It could be 3. Or it could be 3. I don't remember.
I get really good fuel mileage out of the DeVille, surprisingly. Like, I don't know.
But the DZ 400, that's 5 litres 100.
Right. But then, like, are you really going to be going more than 100 kilometers off in the dirt? Or is it just more just in general wanting to save money?
Oh, in general, just more cheaper adventures. And more
sense.
being more efficient with the fuel that you're carrying with you even.
Well, it's like me on the scooter, you know, like the efficiency is absolutely crazy on it. And like I go, you know, if like I don't have enough money or whatever, just go out on that thing, you know, put $2 and it lasts me more than 2 days of going out riding for a couple of hours. It's ridiculous. Now that's where I think Kickstarts have their place.
Where?
Is on scooters or CVT transmission bikes. I think scooters are the only CVT transmission.
Scooters
because
have kickstart.
My scooter has a kickstart. It's a 4-stroke with a kickstart. So
electric start.
It has electric start as well. Has both. See, because if the battery goes flat on a CVT transmission engine, there's no clutch that you can engage manually. So you can't push start it. So having a kickstart helps because you can just kick it over.
But in reality, when does your battery die? Once every 3 years. Oh no, it doesn't start today.
Yeah,
one day.
So rare. Like it would ever happen, but
that one day you have to make a phone call. Oh man.
Oh damn! Step back.
for carrying around this extra thing that you need to be there.
I use it most of the time, but because like you know, if it's been sitting around for a while, it's good just to get the engine.
Most people would say get rid of that electric start and just have the kickstart.
Yeah. So on the KLR, like kickstart is awesome. Like it's one of my favorite ones. It's in a good position, and I've dealt with some bikes, and when you push down on the kickstarter, how it goes really close to the peg. This one has a nice amount of distance. So I can't remember what bike I was on, but it was so bloody close that like it would, like you'd have to do it with like the toe of your boot just to miss it. Stupid ass design. It was Chinese. I know that much. People are gonna be saying that was your problem in the first place, wasn't it? Yep. So. Okay. So, yeah. Now, are you going to be looking at just running what tires are you thinking of running? Are you thinking about just running dirt tires all the time, running like a 50/50, or what's going to be your plan for tires?
Well, I don't know what bike at the moment, if any dirt bike. At the moment, I'm really hoping that something new comes out, like say a DRZ
You're thinking of the
400 DRZ 400 with EFI.
Right. Let's just be serious. I think you're waiting for the Honda Grom MSX Off-Road Edition with that awesome sick has 4-inch lift kit, dirt tires, mud guards, and a 150 engine in it with fuel injection. That's what you're really waiting for. That'd be insane if they did that.
A 150?
A 150. Yeah, bro. Be insane.
That doesn't sound like a Grom anymore. Why did you chuck Grom in that sentence?
Oh, because it's going to be the same frame, but just, a lift kit, extended forks. So They're just going to put like a 25 extra
No, I
cc.
think the ideal bike would be a DSE 400 without a carby.
Yeah.
Because then you get better economy. You still have the fairly low weight. And yeah, what else?
It has a nice sound
But
with
the,
a Yoshi
but,
pipe on
but,
it.
but the CRF is just turning me off with the weight. Just compared to everything else around those low prices, why is it just 10 kilos heavier, than everything else? I don't get it.
Maybe. I don't know. Wonder where they're shifting all that weight. If it's the frame, the rims are heavier.
I mean, realistically, it doesn't matter. I mean, you wouldn't know any better, right? If you just got one.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a bike. Okay, I'll drop it off the road. I'll pick it up. Okay, it's not necessarily light. Yeah.
But you might as well get the most bang for your buck.
But then if you compare it to, say you start supermotoing it, right?
Yeah. Sumo's life. Yeah, go on.
And then compare it to other bikes. Right? So you're like comparing it to a DSE 400, right?
Yeah.
And yet the DSE 400 more power, lighter. Okay, so well that just doesn't make any sense. So
the
so then we
DRZ just sounds like the way to go.
then we compare it to a CBR 250R, right? Like, okay, this is a sport bike, and this one here is a supermoto. That's a few kilos lighter, and then it's like, okay, maybe that's reasonably acceptable if you're comparing it to that bike being slightly lighter.
Yeah.
But if you compare it to what you really compare it to, which is dirt bikes, it's heavy and
Yeah.
and it's a few kilowatts powerful than my bike. What's going on?
I think you should just put mud tires on your bike.
Yeah, so that's another thought. Because I was watching these local SA guys. I went up to the Flinders Ranges on their I don't know, Suzuki 500 or something. They both had one or something. And they put just, some dirt type tyres on the bike. And they mentioned in the video, these tyres do make a difference on the gravel. That's just all they said. But it's an interesting idea.
Yeah. Now,
but compared to a dirt bike, you can drop a dirt bike.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna like mess up your fairings.
So
I think
I was thinking, how far can you take it? I mean, like Dave's viewpoint, he took his Ducati and he put some off-road tires on it and just went around Australia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then what bike am I thinking of getting? I'm thinking of getting an MT-09, put some dirt tires on that, and then but then you're like, wait a second, am I really going to do that? Like what if you drop it?
Yeah, but it's all about the fun. Now I ride the scooter, bro. Like I ride that thing off road. Like that doesn't even have dirt tires, but because of how light it is, well, actually, it's really heavy for what it is. I think it weighs like 92 kilos. It's bloody heavy. I think that's wet. And it's really underpowered. With a I think it's a 2.5 horsepower engine or 2 horsepower engine. Yeah, like I could go off road like hella far. Like like now and then, I do scrape the underside because I haven't done the lift kit on it yet. You can wheelie up and along things and you lift it up, and I think it's just a matter of how easy do you really want to go over things. You can do it on anything. It's just a matter of how difficult it's going to be.
Yeah, and if you're got to think about the consequences of dropping it.
Yeah. So and that's what I like about the scooters,
And
because it's so
and the
light.
consequences of, are you going to be able to pick it up?
Well, at 92 kilos or whatever, I can lift it up out of the mud, and I've done that before. It's easy, it's nice and light. And also because it's a scooter, like this doesn't relate to dirt bikes in any way, but because it's the scooter, if you start going one way, you can sort of just scoot both feet over to the one side and put them down. It's like it works so well. So there's a pro for riding a scooter off road, I guess. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone because it's a little bit sketchy on the street tires.
You saw my crash today, right?
Yeah.
Just went too fast.
So,
I could have gone slower. And put my
yeah,
feet down, as you say.
yeah. It's all just too fun, but I've got a video of me I was going to stack it, and then the bike just went a little bit sideways, and then I just tried to put my feet in the sand. It just buried me, and then the bike pulled me a little bit forward, and I looked like a flailing whale in a beach does. It's pretty funny. Let's see.
So what are the options for street dirt bike, as in low maintenance?
I heard the DRZ's are the lowest maintenance out of all of them. KLR is not too.
Well, there's DRZ, WR250, CRF 250.
Yeah. I think I'd put it DRZ. Then I'd put. I think I'd put WR. People are probably going to get angry at me for that, I think. Then I'd probably put Honda. Maybe I don't know how I'd place them all.
And then there's definitely the Kawasaki KLX 250S.
Yeah. Well, I know with the KLR, its servicing is pretty good. It's not too bad.
Oh, yeah. If you want to go bigger, there's the KLR, and then there's the DR650.
Yeah. The DR650s are pretty good.
They not even looking at 650s, too heavy.
All right.
Then out of my heaviness unnecessary.
Yeah. And also, if you're riding by yourself, it's not good to have a too heavy bike, because even saying a 90 kilo bike can feel like bloody 10 tons if it gets halfway stuck in mud. So, not going to be really an issue for you, I don't think. But for me over here.
90 kilos.
Oh, sorry. 120 or whatever, sorry. Yeah, I said that bike's. So, yeah.
But yeah, I'm just by looking at all these bikes, I'm seeing a fairly large gap in the market. Where there's more things that maybe someone's going to make something that fits slots in there.
That you think will be a lot better.
Yeah, it might fit in there price-wise in there somewhere. The CRF's very, very cheap. That's the cheapest one.
Yeah.
Even new. It's like $2,000 cheaper than DLZ.
How much are they new?
It's around 6, I think.
Damn. I'll get one of those soon if I save up enough. I got my KLR.
Oh, no, you buy them for like 3 or 4 second hand though.
Yeah. If I wanted to buy new, that is. I don't think I'll ever buy a brand new bike unless it's a Grom.
And then you get.
It'll still be used, but yeah.
Fuel injection. Then you have a fuel injection bike. Off-road.
It is kind of a pain when carbies flood like nothing else.
Yeah, I don't even want to think about it. I don't know anything about it. But I don't want to know about it.
You get a bike turned on its side and the bowl on the side of the
Yeah.
carby just overfills and then it just starts leaking
Yeah,
everywhere.
I saw Mr. Enduro, man. He got his brand new DLZ 400E, and he tipped it over or something, and he goes to start it. It's like, oh, it's not even starting. It's a brand new bike, he says. So
Oh,
yeah, I'm thinking, oh, this is like flooded it, right?
yeah. So sad. It's so
But
annoying
yeah,
when
so you
you
tip it over, you can't even pick it up and just go. You can't.
yeah, you know, you're there for like I think the longest time I've ever been up is probably like 15 minutes trying to kick it. The shortest amount of time is probably like a minute, if that. But yeah, it's not instant. Like you pick it back up, and then you keep on going. So
Well,
I've been in
with
a
a
couple
fuel
of
injected
situations.
bike.
Yeah,
With a fuel injected bike, turn the key off, turn the key on, start it up.
yeah. Don't know what to go for.
But yeah, there's a big gap there. There's the 250s. The DLZ 400 seems to be the only
What about the
400. What about the 450s? Well, they're not the low maintenance. What's going on?
yeah.
But
There's
they're far too powerful, unnecessary.
yeah, like even the power of the 250. Like most of the time, I don't like because of how tight I have to turn. Sometimes like I don't really need the power, but it's nice just to have it there for when I'm on the road. That's about it.
And
Like I could get away with like a 125, 150.
I don't even
What is
need
it?
more power than I have now either.
Yeah.
Like
So
I'm saying in the twisties. So I was like, okay, so yeah, maybe the CRF's okay because why not have a little bit more power? But then I'm like, oh, why is it 8 kilos heavier? But
probably use carbon fiber.
in percentage wise, 8 kilos on 139 kilos percent, it's not a very low percent compared to uh, 16 and a half kilowatts and 12 and a half kilowatts. That's that four that 4 kilowatts there is a greater percentage. So you can have more
Yeah.
power than the weight.
It's hard to tell these days what bikes to go for. The market is. I don't feel like the market in dirt bikes is really progressing in the
Yeah,
budget
that's what
market.
I'm saying. I'm
It's
like,
like you look at all the like
looking at all this,
BMW and so on. It's like, what?
I think something needs to come out. I think they need to bring something else out soon.
Next minute hire song brings like a dirt bike out.
And there's all those big ones. There's all the Husky whatevers, and
Yeah.
they're expensive stuff. Just like the WR, even the WR 250. That's 8 grand. That's up way up there. Well,
Yeah, because
DLZ
the
400 is
Husky
8 grand.
510, I'm still set on that bike a little bit, but I'm like, I don't want to do the maintenance. Like I can do the
Yeah,
maintenance myself,
maintenance.
but I
This
don't
is
want to do it.
ridiculous. Where's the
Yeah.
proper bikes?
So yeah. It's just ridiculous. Oh,
So yeah,
no.
it's the extra 8 kilos that annoys me with the CRF at the moment. Other
Hmm.
than that, yeah, why not? Why not have a dirt bike? It's a bit fast. Everything else is box ticked. Fuel injection, a bit more power than I have.
And a bit more power is always good to have.
But then it's like, why would I have to lift up another 8 kilograms extra?
Yeah. Do you even lift the bra?
No, not unless you crash.
All right. Fair enough. I had people do it for me when I stacked it.
Just because you couldn't.
Yeah, because I couldn't move. So fair enough reason, but
But yeah. As I say, everything else ticks the box. As in, if you were to supermoto it, you got the good tire sizes, and you can actually get some sticky tires on it. Yeah, can't do that with my bike.
you can't get sticky tires for a 150.
Not at a 90, 80, 17 size.
Really?
You should look it up. 90, 80, 17 is my front wheel.
Okay.
There is
I thought isn't that people that race like 125s, but
yeah, they have the
surely.
biggest tires on them. That's the race bike. This is economy India. But there is a new R15 version 3 just come out in India this year. And they've added another 10 centimeter, well, 1 centimeter on each front and rear tire sizes. So now it's 100. I think it's 180, 17.
Yeah.
On the front, which means you can get sport demons or something. So better than nothing.
I like sport demons. They're not bad.
Yeah, well, you can get them on the new version, not on my one.
Yeah. I've been looking at scooters. I'm like, do I want to buy a 2-stroke scooter or do I want to buy a Grom? It's like, if I buy a 2-stroke, it blows smoke. It's kind of cute. I get the sound of a 2-stroke bike, but without being a proper 2-stroke. Hard days. Don't know what the choices are. See if anyone's commented. No one's commented. Why is this? I think everyone's going to sleep, bro. All these old people, I'll tell ya, they'll be sleeping while they be creeping. So yeah, I've been working at trying to find what bike I want to get next. I want to get a small bike.
Working.
Not working. I've been researching, I should say, on what bike I should get next. I'm like, I want to buy. It's not even working, bro. Nah, not even. I'm just like, I don't know if I want to get. I really want to get a big bike again, but I'm like, but the small bikes are like so cheap and so enticing with the price. So
what bike you sport bike, but you don't want a small bike? What options are there?
Scooter. It's like I want a sports bike, but I want a scooter because of how cheap they are.
Well, are you saying a big sports bike?
Like a 650 sports bike.
Yeah, like a Honda.
No, I think I'd go
650. CBR 650.
I want to go for I think an ER6. So, sorry, the Ninja 650 or the ER6. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Get a brand new one.
Why get a brand new one when you can get a second-hand one?
Oh, because they just released a brand new one. It's like, what is it, 20 kilos lighter than the old one?
Oh, really? Is it that much lighter?
Something like that.
Ooh. I like the sound of light.
Yes.
Mm. I'm trying to get this to work. It's like, oh yeah, I had like a problem with applications. Also, it was in the Adobe.
Are you fuzzy?
I'm fuzzy.
Is your microphone fuzzy?
No.
Do I sound fuzzy to you?
No.
You sound fuzzy, like you're breaking up.
I get bad connection right now. That's probably what it is.
It's like an echo when you talk.
Really?
Are you talking and then playing yourself through speakers and then through your microphone somehow?
No.
If you said no, then it's echoes.
Hang on, let me listen back to the stream. Hang on. Oh, whoa!
I don't know how you done it. No, you're not talking at all.
See what's going on.
It's fuzzy.
Did
Try
that fix
unplug
it?
your microphone, plug it back in.
Yeah.
Now you're muted. Fix. You're not speaking. Now we've lost you. Da, da, da. Who's watching the video? Who's watching the hangout? Hello.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Is it all normal?
Slightly different than before.
Is it better or worse?
You sounds like you probably went back to unplugging the microphone.
What?
But I can hear you, don't worry.
Oh. Bugger. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. I just left and joined back again. Seemed to fix part of it, so.
Yep. There you go. I just did the description for the hangout. You have a golf man,
A golf man?
and I've got a fencing figurine.
Oh, damn.
So I got a sword, and you got a golf club.
Why don't I get a sword? That's sexist. Have you been following the tennis?
No.
Right, neither have I. I noticed that that Stephen was
Yeah.
watching the
Yeah.
tennis.
It's definitely on TV.
Yeah.
I don't have one of those.
I thought you had a TV. You don't have a TV? Do you just Netflix it all the time, do you? Or just YouTube?
I don't have a TV, but I do have a set-top box that I don't use.
I don't get it. Why do you have a top box if you don't have a TV?
Oh, it plugs into my computer monitor.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
And that monitor can do picture-in-picture if I really wanted to see TV.
Oh, damn. Getting all fancy, are ya?
Yep, 12-year-old, what is it? 10-year-old monitor, yep.
Yeah. Damn.
That monitor doesn't even have an HDMI in.
Oh, really?
Picture.
So advanced for the time, but when you think about it, like, oh, damn. Picture it in that year. Groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Found a TV, like an old TV of mine that was stored away, and only had a component in, didn't have none of this fancy HDMI or display port. Like the good old days. Wait, PlayStation had a thing where you couldn't record it through HDMI because they had like some privacy thing. Pretty sure that was annoying. I think that's what moved a lot of people to Xbox.
There you go, change your image.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, good sir. Ha ha.
Is that any good?
Hang on, let me see. It's a pushback. I'm good. Yeah, it's good. I'm full on confused why I've done this so many times before in After Effects, but I can't figure out how to do it. I'll just resume it later. That's what I'm gonna do. Resume later. New After Effects 2017 has dramatically increased performance. It's like super smooth now compared to the 2016 version. Just thought I should put that out there.
Well, that's what happens.
Yeah. No, I guess a dramatic increase from like, it runs so smooth now. I guess never ran this. Like,
New is better.
yeah, it's just incredible. Like, I never thought I'd get that smooth. Imagine until next year. Oh, step back. Get back. Whoa, boy. So I think Fat Cat has officially, gone outside. So he's probably gone outside to hunt some rats or something for dinner. Surprised no one joined. Why is no one joining? Everyone should join us, or else.
No, you join. You join.
I know. We should send out those emails, like the chain emails, whatever, like, if you do not send this to 10 other people, you will die. Everyone's going to be like joining. Be like, yes. What's work going on about?
What's this game? Heroes and Generals.
I think you should buy a game called Genital Jousting. Please don't buy that game. Next minute on the live stream, we start playing it. Stay tuned. Oh, I gotta
What's this
recharge my
game
phone.
Heroes and Generals on Steam?
I don't know. Hang on. Let me open up Steam and I can check it out.
Massive multiplayer online FPS. Does that sound interesting?
So I was reading the message. So what did you say last bit?
Massive multiplayer online FPS.
Oh yeah, definitely appealing because of mass multiplayer.
It says millions of players. How does that work?
I don't think millions is gonna be the thing.
It's bigger than Battlefield.
What? Oh no! It's a Call of Duty game again. No. Did you hear that Random Life 24/7 that one of his mates crashed his R1?
No.
Oh, it looks pretty messed up.
No, I don't watch him.
Alright. Well, it's a Facebook post. And
So
bike
why would
looks
they do
absolute
that?
trash. I don't know, mate. Maybe because hectic skids in all.
It's not a good idea.
But hectic skids are always a good idea.
I was reading my book before. It says dangerous. Shouldn't be pushing limits on the road. It says in the book.
Right. So, what would be an appropriate speed for going at least 120 in a local suburban area?
What?
I don't know. How can you pull off doing 120 past a cop legally while on a back street?
What? That's not a question, is it?
Your book should tell you.
No, it doesn't do that.
It's not a good book then. But yeah. Well, I think that burritos very filling, and we should have a burrito Sunday. It's gonna be a live stream where everyone eats burritos, and we wear like sombreros.
What's burritos?
Burritos, bro. Like me.
Doritos. I got
Not
some.
Doritos, burritos. You know, the ones with the wrap and the meat. So
I don't have one. Do you make your own when you buy them from the shop? You buy the wrap and just put rubbish in it.
sorry, I was going there for a second. Sorry. What did you
Wait
say?
a second. Heroes and Generals is a free-to-play game.
It's a free play game?
That's what it says.
Is it like CSGO or?
It's free to play.
Okay, a phone call. Oh no, it's a message. Why is everyone messaging me right now? Like, really?
Says it requires 1200 megabytes of space.
Where one of the guys that I work with, and he's just like, bruh, on my scooter, I've got dyno tuned, fully sick, fresh slicks, Pirellis, and it's gonna go hella fast. Wait until you see me work, bro. Gonna be going so fast, hustling 24/7. That's hilarious. Freaking some people, I tell ya, running full slicks on a scooter.
Yeah, sounds good.
Mm. Oh, that guy's gonna be absolutely flying on his 125 scooter, bro. He's so gonna beat that CBR 600.
Around the corners, downhill.
Yeah, of course. There's the only places that you can. But man, that guy is slow on his CD 600.
But yeah, it would be good to have a bike with ordinary tyre sizes.
Mm.
And then you could put some super sticky tyres on it.
The Pirelli Sport Demons aren't bad. I've used them on the Ninja. They're actually really good at gripping. Surprisingly, I thought they would have been not very good. Surprisingly, quite good. But I'd go for a touring tire really these days. We'll usually have enough grip on the side for what I'm doing. I'm not doing ridiculous stuff. And it has a nice hard compound in the middle.
Sport touring?
Yeah, sport touring tires.
Yeah,
Touring tires.
they should have enough grip to use all the tyre.
Mm. Unlike a cruiser tire.
But if I get a super motard, I would
Mm.
like to go a bit silly and go like, super courses or.
They're dual compound, aren't they?
I don't know.
Uh,
But yeah, I'd like to go a bit silly and have super duper sticky, dry use only tyres.
or
Because the idea would be to have two bikes anyway.
right. I so want to do a track day on the scooter. Like, I think it'd be so hilarious. It's like being such a troll.
I'm sure they'd let you.
Bro, I have a warning light that comes on when I pass 30. What are they gonna say?
It's a two-wheeled vehicle. As long as you've got the right gear, you're allowed to. So it's up to you if you want to spend the money on a scooter doing it.
Yeah, I would.
That's all. Like even on a car track day, you're allowed to take the stupidest rubbish cars. You can take a van if you really wanted to.
Is that what you did?
No.
It sounded like it was what you did.
But it's why not?
Yeah.
A bit silly.
Well,
but I'm sure you can.
yeah. I'll probably try and go for like a Grom day. You know, when all the Groms go on the track. Probably try and plan one of those days. Imagine that in a video. Grom laps motorcycle 3 times. Well, I would say scooter, but motorcycle sounds more like a clickbait title. Trying to open up an application, it doesn't want to open up. Why don't you want to open up? Urgh. I don't know what it's doing. Being weird. Apparently, Titan has been wanting to go to Grania and do a couple laps.
Well, yeah.
Mm.
I'm sure he done it.
Yeah.
Can only assume he got home too.
Yeah. Well, I've been looking at like MTO7s and stuff. I'm just like, interesting. I don't think I really want one, but
Have you rode one?
no, I haven't. But I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just like I like it, but I just don't imagine it being the bike for me. I got to ride one, but so I'll have to do that
It looks
soon.
like the DR650 is 147 kilos dry. I can't find a wet weight.
Wait, how much?
147. So it's the weight of a CRF 250L wet.
Wow. Damn.
So
Bro, you should get a
147
DR200.
dry. How slow would that be?
Probably a lot. But bro, the wait, was I thinking the DR? No, it's a different one. Ah, Suzuki makes it. 200cc dirt bike. Can't remember what it's called. I don't remember. It's like a dirt bike, but it isn't really. What about a van? Suzuki make the van. Go for that hella sick 200cc capacity. I saw a van yesterday.
No idea what you're talking
It's
about. A real van?
no, it's a 200cc big tires. How can I explain it? Air cooled engine. I believe it's a Grom competitor. Even though I believe it's like a whole lot bigger than the Grom. Unless it's the appearance, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see if there's any more comments. And there is none. Well, there were some, but they were previous. Or were they current? I don't know. Do you believe in aliens?
So that's not a question in the chat.
No, I just randomly asked you a question. Do you believe in aliens?
No.
Oh, okay. No, I was just wondering. Just because I saw like it was like an online. Oh, it wasn't online. It was a TV show. It was like aliens are real. It was like the most stupidest thing. It's like, oh, aliens are real. You know, it's like they shoot like a laser pointer. Oh my god, they burnt a hole in my hand. It's like.
So it's looking like 158 kilos for the 650 wet. So that's just an extra 10 kilo over the CRF. It doesn't actually seem heavy. That's not even heavy. That's like a Ninja 300.
You should do it, bro. I think the engine. Well, it depends if you're going to be doing highway as well. That extra power probably help a fair bit. That's the hard thing. You can't really recommend a bike to anyone. Like, it's like, oh, you can recommend as much as you want, but you'll never tell them what bike really to get.
Well, I reckon CRF and just make do with it. Because so the idea is like, say I get an MD09 and then I go, okay, I want a dirt bike. Let's buy a super cheap one. Let's get a CRF.
So you think you can? How much is CRF secondhand? Did you say 3,000 ish?
3 to 4. Yeah.
That's not bad. My car was, I think, like 2,700. I think
You're
after everything.
you're always going to pay 1,500 to 2,000 for a super moto setup, which will make the bike what 5 to 6, which is where I really wanted to spend. So, yeah, that's the thought. Then I've got everything.
How funny would it be to see a dirt bike?
So the thing is, the idea is to have the MT9 and then swap my current bike for a CRF. Would be the idea. So would it be an upgrade? Would it be worthwhile from my bike to the CRF? What do you get? 4 extra kilowatts. 4 extra kilowatts, and you get 8.
It seems like a lot of money just to get like an extra gain of 4 kilowatts of power.
Okay, well, this is that's the bad thing, right? That's
But you get the suspension.
Only 4 kilowatts and 8 kilograms extra, but you also get, so super motard wise, you get better tire sizes, and you'll be able to put your super courses or whatever on it. So you'd have better grip. And you could go off-roading. You could have like off-road tires.
And without ruining your bike's suspension and all.
CRF suspension is non-adjustable, cheap suspension.
Well, you could probably sort that with aftermarket, but you probably won't even need it unless you're doing like really hard enduro stuff.
Yeah, I can't imagine it. I'll just say like say an adventure to the Linz Ranges or something. And that's pretty, as far as I'm aware, pretty smooth. Just gravelly roads and some river crossings. No steep tracks, as far as I'm aware. But potentially, chuck a tent, go away, go for a wander.
Just because we chuck a tent
with a 250? So is there enough positives there to warrant an up? Is it an upgrade from my current?
Well, if you're going to be doing off-roading, it is definitely worth it because you're going to do more than that in damage.
And if you want to push the limits on the road with stickier tires, it's definitely an upgrade because you can actually put sticky tires on it.
What other?
That's thoughts anyway.
Yeah. Man, you're making it hard for me to make a decision. I probably should say that I'm shaking up a bottle of sauce. That just sounded really bad.
So that's the thoughts, and there is no decision. There's no jumping at a decision there. It's just an idea.
Personally, I'd lean to go towards a dirt bike because it was great fun. It's just a bunch of fun that you can't really experience it any other way. That's how I think of it. It's like it's just worth it. That's all I can say is I think it's worth the extra money. But just know that, But yet, with the gearing that it could have, like, what's the torque rating between them? Like, what's the difference in torque? Because it could be huge.
No idea.
All right. And like, torque can make a bike feel fast.
Talk with
quick.
With what you're saying with my bike compared to the CRF. I don't know. I haven't really looked into the torque. I just know the power is like 4 kilowatts, like 0. Yeah, it's not,
Yeah.
It's so funny that to say that a CBR 250R is 4.5 kilowatts more than my bike. That's a bit funny, isn't it?
Actually, a bit sad. It's that much slower. Well, not slower, but you know what I mean. Just speed and all.
Not much faster.
So if I'm quiet, I'm like eating food right now. Couldn't notice.
But I was looking at a video. I saw a video on the interwebs.
Oh yeah.
Saying how the 450s are just, you don't need a 450. You know what I mean? Like, they're talking about the race bikes. And how they're, you never really use it to the full potential.
Yeah. And if you are, you're gonna kill yourself. Most likely.
Yeah, or you should be in racing. So I definitely see that's unnecessary. So it's a matter of how, if you're not going fast, how low is acceptable?
It depends on how tight your turns are and so on, and how fast you want to hit them. Me personally, I have very tight tracks and that I go on, and I can't exceed, on the average of 50 kilometers an hour.
So how do you turn a dirt bike on gravel? Do you stick your leg out and just dump it? Is that actually how you do it?
Well, sometimes I have my leg out for balance, but sometimes I don't. It just varies.
You could just slow down, but what's
I could
the
just slow
fastest
down.
way around the corner?
Probably slowing down because you're less likely to fly off the edge. Yeah, it does vary for me personally on what corner, because I'm not talented enough to take all the corners.
What about this flat tracking?
This flat tracking? Oh, well, taking a turn.
How they just skid the back wheel and go around the corner.
Yeah.
Is that the best way to go around the public gravel roads?
Well, I've downshifted before, one too many, and then you just sort of just keep it full throttle. It usually locks up the rear at first, and then you just sort of, well, it doesn't lock it up, just slows it down dramatically, or if not, stop it a little bit and get a little bit faster. Sometimes I go, like, I'm turning the corner normally, and then I'll deliberately give it some throttle to, get that rear tail to fish out, and put my leg out for a little bit of balance, and then as soon as I get off the throttle, it just sort of comes back in line.
Yeah, so, I haven't been keen on doing that. Obviously, I don't have a dirt bike yet. I just sort of take it at a slower speed than obviously a road corner. But not necessarily slow, but I probably wouldn't be doing any leaning on gravel at the moment.
I've done leaning before, and I've stacked a couple of times because I'm like, yep. Oh, there's no traction in this one bit area, and I just slide it out. So there is a risk to take with it. So that's what you have to consider. And if you're riding by yourself,
so have you essentially low-sided on gravel?